What we're looking at here is the water reservoir for the water table on my plasma cutter, and it's pretty much disgusting. So I hooked up an ozone generator to it to clarify the water, and look at what it did to it. You can actually see the bottom of the tank now. So worked out great. This is a before shot, and this is what it looked like after several hours of pumping ozone gas through it. So let's check this out and see what I did. Hey, what's up, fellas? What we got here is a shipment of aluminum ceramic tubes. I have two different kinds here. These are going to be for a high-powered ozone generator. I've got this particular grade. This is 95% alumina. These things are about 56 bucks a piece. But to get it over here, for these three, the total price and to have them made was $496. I'm gonna cut some of these on a diamond saw and see how it goes. Okay, fellas, so I've got an oxygen generator down here, or an oxygen concentrator, I guess I should say. And this is a small ozone generator that I've constructed. It's about 65 watts of input power. And we're gonna pump some oxygen right through this bad boy. Man, that thing stinks bad already. We'll get one more look at this thing, and I'm gonna turn it on now, and you see what it looks like now, right? I'm gonna, oh, there it went. I'm gonna turn the oxygen on now, and let's see if we get a drastic difference in behavior there. We now have oxygen gas passing into the back of the unit. Whoa. It seems to have less power. What's the wattage? We're at 61 watts. Weird. It's definitely putting off a much more potent smell of ozone. That is so weird. I'm going to shut it off. This is just a simple neon sign transformer that I'm using to do this. This is a flyback transformer, and that's very important if you want to build a good ozone generator, for the simple fact that the high frequency is said to create far more ozone than a simple 60 hertz high voltage transformer. Okay, I've got the oxygen going, and that's what 2 liters a minute of some fairly pure oxygen looks like. Now, I've tested this oxygen by lighting some plastic on fire and then spraying it on there, and I'll tell you what, man, this thing, when you do the splint test, it appears to put off pure oxygen. We're running at about 56 watts of ozone. It might take a minute before we start to get any of the gas conducted through the hose. But what I'm going to do is sit here and monitor this system to make sure that doesn't get too hot. If that container gets up to 200 degrees, I'm probably going to have to do something like pump compressed air through it to cool it off faster, or turn the flow rate up there. I don't know yet. I also need to hook up a desiccant dryer. I do have one somewhere, I just don't know what I did with it. It's kind of like that one right there. So, see if I get shocked if I touch this hose. Rubber ain't always an insulator, guys. Especially if it's wet. Oh yeah. I am smelling some serious ozone gas. So we are definitely producing. Yeah, I'm a big time germaphobe, so the idea of sticking my hand in this bacteria frat when it's usually good and cut up just doesn't sit well with me. So I had to take it to the next level. I'm not sure how long I should run this. If any of you guys have ever run an ozone purifier system of any kind or have any input, let me know, because I'm going to pick up an air stone tomorrow to get those bubbles smaller. I tried putting a 1000 mesh screen on there, but that didn't help at all. Okay, fellas, this thing's been running for the entire day. And I gotta tell you, the water looks clearer. I want to get some light shine down in here. Let me get all this stuff out of the way here. Just wanted to show you that it is still running. Wow. I tell you what, there's definitely an observable difference. You can see to the bottom of that thing, no problem at all now. See, I don't know if I ran it long enough, though. I don't have any way of indicating that just yet. Who's to say it doesn't need another 10 hours on it? You know, this is a lot of water. I don't know how many grams per minute I'm putting out on that thing because we don't know the efficiency of the electrode, but yeah. You can see all the way to the bottom of that tank, and this water has been turbulent for about 12 hours today. So I'm going to let it settle for a couple of hours because I guarantee you we've got a little bit of colloidal particles still entrained in that. You can kind of see there is some piles of junk at the bottom. Man, you can actually see texture. That's how clear that tank of water is now. That is really impressive. I don't know what that is. So it appears that the tank has darkened up a little bit. Just thought I'd show you guys this little test. Something I've been meaning to do for weeks, and I finally got around to doing it. Finally had a little dip in sales, and I got time to do stuff like this. Okay, I'll go ahead and fire up the water system just to show it to you. I'm getting ready to cut some parts for a test I got to do. So let's see what we got here. Whoa! A little bit of junk in the pump there I could hear. So this is some fresh, clean water. And the coolest thing about this, when I go to grab the parts, I'll be able to see them because this water won't be a dirty, nasty mess. And I'd like to turn it on high. I can hear some junk down in there. That cleaned her out. So I cut a lot of stainless steel, so I have to have this water table to mitigate the smoke and to stop distortion of the metal that I'm cutting. Without this water table, the stainless steel would look like a sweet potato by the time I was done cutting it. Actually, I forgot to clean the table out before I've loaded it with water, and you can see what I'm talking about by the bugs. And clean some of this trash out of here real quick. But that's the main reason why I built this thing, guys, is because of this nasty, disgusting mess right here. Who wants to stick their hand in that?